Welcome back. This is the MJ Show. I'm your host Mihir Joshi, and you can, for a change, see my guest immediately here with me. I've been wanting to get him on the show for a very, very long time. Finally, after getting our schedules matched and everything, he's here. Great singer. He's now a music director as well, and we're going to find out everything about his journey, and that's going to start right now. So let's welcome on the MJ Show, Siddharth Mahadevan.
How are you, man?
Good to have you, man. Finally, like you said,
after donkeys of years.
Exactly, planning things out. But finally, I'm glad you're here. I think everything has a time. Now,
yeah, I think it was meant to happen today.
Meant to happen today.
And in spite of all the little technical difficulties that we've had, I think.
Yeah, we took a whole bunch of time to set things up, but it's all sorted out now. Yeah. So let's start talking from the start, like I do with everyone else. Okay, let's get the big elephant out of the room. Obviously, everybody knows that he comes from an extremely musical family. Father is one of the finest singers in the country. I don't even need to tell you his name. So, did music start at a very young age? Like, did you know that, okay, this is where you're going to get to?
Yeah, man. It was in the house.
Yeah.
And my house was a very musical house. Like we had a very small house. It was a one-bedroom house in Chembur.
Okay.
And right from when I was born, I think there were artists like Fazal Qureshi, Sridhar Parthasarathi, so many different Taufik Bhai.
Yeah.
All these people. It used to be like an all-night jam session that used to happen at my house. So the atmosphere at home was very musical.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and I've grown up in that environment, being around musicians, being around dad, obviously, being around his colleagues, spending time in the studio. So, naturally at a very young age, even dad spotted that I had a musical ear, I had, inclination towards music, or he could tell that I had a good sense of timing, or if I'd sing something back, I remember Ranjit Barot used to say something. He used to tell me one oral thing, and I used to repeat it back in tempo at the age of 1 or 2. I don't remember.
Oh wow!
So all these small things. So
it was quite evident that you had.
Yeah, but one thing that never happened was none of my folks, that's my mom or dad, never forced me into getting into music or pressurized me that you have to do music. It was something that I chose for myself, and I somehow knew somewhere that I want to do this, and it gave me happiness. So.
And did you start training at a young age?
I did. South Indian family. So
yeah.
So
you have to learn music.
Just like dad did. So I started learning Carnatic. Classical at very young age of 5 or 6. Okay. That's when I started learning. Okay. And in the course of time, I've learned from a couple of teachers, Carnatic classical and Hindustani classical. Unfortunately, my teachers have either left the country or left the city, so they've always kept changing. I've learned from, happened to learn from my dad's teacher, who's no more, unfortunately. Okay. Balamani ma'am. Wow. But that was a great experience. So
and
it's been
Western
good.
As well?
Western, I think my biggest training has been just hearing music. I think I listen to a vast array of music, a lot of different artists across a lot of different genres, and I think that helps me to grow as a musician. Also gives me a lot of inspiration as a composer. I think when you hear a lot of music, that's when you know what not to do.
And what
gravitate towards. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So it's been a great journey. Yeah.
Lovely. Now, do you remember what is the first time when you were a kid you actually sang in front of people? And apart from your
only memory that people have told me about is me singing Roja Jane Man at my birthday only. Okay. Because I was made to sing. Okay. And I don't even remember what birthday it is. I don't remember. My brother is coming on very soon, so he'll tell you, he'll remember.
So that was the first song you sang in public?
Yeah.
Okay.
Public in the sense, yeah,
like
it was just family
and friends.
Yeah, it must be 4 or 5 max.
And then, where did you do your schooling? Was this here?
No, I was born in Vashi, right. But I did my small nursery and till about senior KG in Chembur, from Chembur. Okay. And from then onwards, I've done my schooling in Vashi from Sacred Art High School. Okay. And I've been a Vashi boy since.
Vashi boy since.
Yeah.
So did you form like a band in school, college?
Actually, there was never a band as such, but I would be like the go-to person for any musical activity in school, whether it was as simple as a prayer service that used to happen, or the annual day, or I remember me taking advantage of it and bunking classes like no man's business. So even if there was nothing, I would say some teacher's day and get out. So I'd get to the class, keep my bag and just go. And I used to be loitering around school with that one keyboard, calling my friend saying I need help. Ma'am, I need him to come and help me out. So it was fun, yeah.
So okay, let's get a song in right now. Let's get a early school or college memory, a song that you sang for maybe for a competition or for something where you had to sing in front of your schoolmates and in public.
I don't remember. I think I'm really blank. I think one song that I sang during school was for a poetry competition. And it was a poetry written by Javed Sahab for my dad's album only.
Oh wow. Okay.
And it was Maine Khwab Dekha hai. It's a song from the album 9.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
okay.
So that was, I think I sang it, or I don't know, I recited it. I don't remember that well.
So I basically want you to sing now. So you tell me what song in all the years of school and college, one of the songs that you enjoyed doing. Let's not say the first song or whatever. One song that you enjoyed doing, and let's have that as the first performance on the show.
I think I'll sing this song.
Okay.
मैंने एक ख्वाब देखा है, मैंने एक ख्वाब देखा है, शहर के सबसे ऊंची बिल्डिंग के पीछे से एक नया सूरज निकला है.
Nice.
So it's a beautiful song that talks about hope, and there was some stupid competition in school that you had to write a poetry and sing it out. So I chose this song and I sang it.
Very cool.
Yeah. So.
And did you win?
I don't remember. Yeah, I think I did.
It doesn't matter. I mean, anyhow. So
I came second or third.
All good. Doesn't matter. Whatever happens in school and college doesn't really.
Yeah, but it's a different feeling. Yeah.
It is
fun.
for sure. Now, I want to ask you, considering you had what. Not just me, thousands of people who are watching and fans of music in India think is one of the greatest voices in the country as your father. Was he your biggest influence to begin with, and was it daunting to be the son of Shankar Mahadevan?
He would definitely be my biggest influence, and still is, and I think always will be. And not only as a musician, my dad as a person is also, he's a great person, and I try to learn as much as I can from him.
One of the simplest, humblest people I have met, 100%.
How to stay grounded, the way he is with a lot of people, and the way he interacts with people, or just his, him as a person generally, in general.
Correct.
There's a lot to learn from him. So
nice.
As not only a musician but also as a person, I draw a lot of inspiration from him.
Correct.
Even now, and I think he would definitely be my biggest inspiration. And talking about daunting, it's kind of scary because people are going to have extreme expectations from you, but I never took that. It never really
bothered you.
No, it didn't bother me.
Cool.
It was like a challenge, and I always knew that I don't want to kind of follow him or copy him or try to imitate what he wants to do. I always follow what...
And do it your way.
Yeah, I do it my way and do music that I feel good about. And it also gave me a kind of... it gave me an incentive to work harder, to do well, because people always expected the best from you. And when you're getting sort of compared or looked at with respect to a legend, my dad.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
And it's a good feeling, but it never scared me or anything like that.
Okay, so how did you move from singing, for yourself and just doing it as a hobby and whatever, turn into a profession? Actually, you know what? We're going to ask him about that, how his move into professional singing into Bollywood happened, but we're going to do that after a very short break. You definitely want to find out more about that. I'm going to get him to sing some of your favorite songs as well, but that's going to happen after a short break, so don't go anywhere.